just trucking along. Clearly, um, you could just say throwing quest completions into the filing cabinet one after the other. Really, um, we're deep in the throngs of investigation here. Um, the solution seems please bring this back. Closer to our fingertips. Just come as
What?
I said bring it back, please.
Yeah, bring it back later.
Yeah,
I'll bring
okay.
it back later,
Oh,
right?
okay, later.
You can
Okay.
have a turn when I'm all
Oh,
done.
okay. I didn't even get to say goodbye. Um, stop. I'm doing a recap.
Kat, do you need a minute to process? We can talk about it
We
with
can
you.
mourn.
No,
We could do a
no,
drum
it's
circle.
okay. It's just a tough start to a new year. Um, Deep into the throngs of an investigation, um, you currently find yourselves at the pretty close to the end of canonically a really long day.
Oh
Um,
God, yeah.
Day from
Hang
hell.
on just a second. I do have to go check out my Christina's gonna go check. I'm sure it's nothing that is serious, but when Aurora does yell for help, I think we do have to go make sure that that help is given. Yeah, it looks like she's just playing with her tent. Okay, cool. Um, you
Oh,
find
how's Aurora's
yourselves.
bedroom, by the way? I know we're
It is
D&D,
awesome.
but
It is very, very cool. It took a lot of work, but she is thrilled with it. She has shown everybody who's been to our house her bed multiple times. My sister has
Oh.
seen it probably 8 or 9 times. Um, it would be better if she liked it enough to be satisfied with the bed and just want to go to bed in it. But that we're getting there. We're getting there. It's a process. But yeah, it's very cool. It's definitely I think she definitely is appreciating having a very specific own space for herself.
that's great to hear.
Yeah. Um, so we find ourselves right now close, it seems, to some breaking points here in this investigation. You went to go back to this antique store, getting some leads, found it on fire, did some digging, both found the proprietors on the run, sent them off to some of your friends to at least hide out in your ship while you figured a way to get them off planet. In the meantime, you encountered a few of the initial thieves, cornering one in an alleyway, scaring him probably into reformation, and getting a little bit of information out of him. He seemed really nervous. In fact, said he couldn't share the information you were searching for about the painting because of Nine Fingers, a man known, at least vaguely to you, as one of the premier crime lords in this city, perhaps the main rival faction to the Gutter Lights. Uh, in a moment of mercy, you did let this gentleman run, um, sparing his life for the information that he shared, while a new interesting encounter happened back in the alleyway. A an orc ventured in with a lot of reason, wondering why you all were so close to a burning building, why you were running into a burning building, why you were insisting on interrogating this poor gentleman next to this building. You convinced her to return back to your hotel, saying you are the good guys. Genuinely, there's some nefarious business going on here, but um, there's a positive reason to it. Vankara, having at least right now nothing else to lose, went back to this hotel suite with this investigation group calling themselves the Ethereal Agency. Is that what your name is? I'll
Mhm.
take the lack of correction as yes. Um, you got back to the hotel room. It was probably a little after 10 in the evening, starting to discuss what sort of rest, what sort of plans you have, what can be done to try and find this painting. And yet again, another interruption, another pivot in this day, and knock at the door, a bit of a musical one. Tenebris, you accurately identify this as
I hoped and
um,
prayed it was
a
correct.
party of the friendly rat folk that you have encountered in the sewers of the city. Um, and moving in on a room service cart. Um, they come on in to say hello, to greet you, and to perhaps gather some information. So as we return here, all of you are currently present up in this hotel room, along with, I would say, there's just about a dozen of the rats here. Box, Whisker, and Circumference are probably the most named ones that you guys have encountered, but there's a pretty decent group. They all look um, fairly tough, probably like they're part of one of Box's battalions. Yeah, how would you all like to move forward? I'll actually say as they wheel in, this room service cart goes in, and you can see the rest of them sort of throw up the tablecloth that comes through. This kind of get a little bit of their surroundings, and we'll look at you. And as Box will sort of walk up, scurry up to the top of the cart, Whisker at his side, and kind of look around, and will kind of get a gist of you, look around once, and then do a double take and look over and go, "Oh, uh, Vankara," and sort of bow for a minute. He goes, I suppose I shouldn't be surprised if you've made the acquaintance of these folks. Are you well acquainted, or is this an early encounter for you?"
We're still just getting to know each other. This is a recent development, but hey, it's good to see you.
You as well, yes. I'll say we're in a fairly similar position. Met these folks just a day or so ago and found them particularly interesting. Box will look at you, Elior, and goes, "Elior, you continue to surprise me with your abundance of, shall I say, good reasoning. Uh, how have you fared since we last met? I know things have been a little shaky."
I'm sorry, you all know each other? Ellie
Oh,
was pointing at our rat friends and our new orc friend, half orc friend.
uh, yes. Oh, yes. Vankara, a recent acquaintance, but her and her incredibly interesting slug friend have well, we've sort of crossed paths once or twice in the sewers, looking for similar information.
Well, I look at Vankara and say, anyone who's a friend of the rats is to be trusted.
Slug friend?
Yeah. All right. Okay.
Question?
All right. She's like, okay, all right. So she digs out in the bag and she's like, oh yeah, Box, actually, yeah, she's been talking about you. Here, you guys can catch up a little bit. And she pulls out this like portable like terrarium thing out of her bag that does seems like it's a little too large for it to fit in there, but somehow it does with everything else. And it's just a like very intricate little terrarium with like I don't know, seemingly like some like mismatched kind of like biome type plants and things in there. I mean, that's I guess if anybody who knows that would probably, but and then in there like on a tiny leaf somewhere is like a really little like sea slug leaf sheep shaped little
Oh,
guy.
the tiniest little slug in the tiniest little terrarium.
This is so cool. Yeah,
That's
as you
way
say
less
that,
gross than I thought.
You
So I'll
would
carry the terrarium over and put it like on the room service cart so they can
awesome.
hang out.
You'll see Whisker actually will sort of rush over and fiddle in his bag for a second, and seems to pull out this sort of like light red moss, and look up you and go, "I found some more of the crimson moss that they're eating. Is it okay to share some more?"
Yes, please, definitely.
And they'll just kind of lay it next to the terrarium for you to have. Um, and Box will sort of like crush on, take a look for a second, and then remember himself, and go, "Yes, sorry, uh, surprised by this. Everything has been well for you, Captain."
Um, Well is a subjective word, but it is, yeah, that's a good way to put it. Elior is looking like he just got startled out of a nap, which is in no way a reflection of real life Ryan's mood, and is trying to finish off this row. There we go.
I'll say he probably does pick up on the tired nature of you and sort of the general. I don't think any of you really were hurt at all in the fight, but it's been a long day and another scuffle after another. He'll kind of gauge that it's a tough moment, and go. I I, I am sorry to intrude at such a late hour. I understand your invitation to meet was likely more intended on a mutual ground, but there perhaps is something pressing that
No, no, no,
getting
no.
your ears sooner.
This is fine, Elior says. I'm just a little sleepy. Um, well, let's see. Out of character, Pat, what is the last thing we told these rats?
So you escaped with them through the sewers after the shootout, right before you met with Rafe. So they don't know that Millicent, who they helped you find or at least scout out, is actually a double agent. They aren't aware of that yet, but they know that you're looking for this painting.
And in fact, I could use your help, Elior says.
Well, we seem to be. There may be an opportunity for us to help one another.
Elior is now down to business. I'm talking to Box, right?
Yeah.
I love D&D. I'm talking to Box, right? As opposed to perimeter or whisker or, or circumference.
You're not going to negotiate with obtuse because he's not really going to understand what you're
No,
saying.
No.
they leave him to
Listen,
spectrum.
don't try me.
Elior's got too acute a point.
Ah,
So Elior is going to very gingerly reveal to these rats that they had this meeting and learned a little bit more about this thing they're looking for, and is going to say, now, I don't mean to be presumptuous, but the organization that we're trying to deal with, I'm avoiding the use of the word, shares the same turf as you. I look down as if to show sewers.
He. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
He will look at you kind of gravely there and go, Captain, that's what we're here about, actually.
Oh. I gesture for him to proceed.
It seems um our little hamlet is not the safest place to be any longer. The garbage organization is expanding, it seems. We've noticed patrols for the past week or so going through. Perimeter found they're using particular marks. It's a type of chalk, sort of arcane dust in it they can use to sort of make a network of the tunnels about. And they're starting to mark off new areas, I think, to set up where their bases are. That in itself was lightly concerning, but we're noticing increased movement from other factions as well. People setting up traps, setting up danger through the tunnels and scouring them. There's been entire sections gassed with some poisons. We just learned a bit more this afternoon, while we were actually in the fight across town, there were some disturbing events. Archimedes is well, he's looking to relocate and suggested, well, you had suggested at least some of us perhaps coming along with you into the stars. And we thought, well, we didn't know how much longer you had here, so we would check in on that.
Elior doesn't need. Elior looks to Tenebris very briefly, as if to say one moment, and then, without consulting the crew, simply turns to Box and goes, "It is not a question of whether or not you can join us in the stars, Box. There will always be room on our ship."
That's a yes, right?
Elior will look to Tenebris. "I'm sorry, you were saying?"
I did tell you I will not fight the worm. I will not support you in that. But I will rend everybody from existence who thinks that they can hurt my friends, especially with poison. I am more than happy to take that fight tonight.
Tenebris,
I
but I don't
know-
think we need to
I
take
know-
all the sewers tonight.
I know I had previously expressed I was exhausted and not interested. I have found renewed vigor.
There's a brightness in Box's eyes, and he'll sort of put his hand up and goes, Lady of Shadow, I appreciate the offer. I do not think an all-out strike is necessary at this point. Merely safe harbor, I think, would be appreciated. And Captain, that is very comforting to know. It would not be our entire colony. We're nearly 60 strong at this point, but a dozen or so, perhaps if that would be able to be accommodated, I think would be well.
I think that's more than reasonable, but I do have an important question. Do you get along well with Kips?
The Box will kind of look a little confused and I'm not sure I'm familiar, Captain.
Character Kips are herbivores, right? They do not eat.
Yeah, they probably wouldn't turn down meat, but yeah, they mostly are. They're not
haven't-
like
They haven't eaten ducks or anything like that?
yeah, no,
Right.
they're
Okay.
they
Or fey horses.
yeah, no, they're more they would eat meat to survive, but yeah, it's not their
Fey
preferred.
horse real
they would-
big compared to Kip.
I was actually just like, I'd be interested in seeing what that looks like.
If you had revealed right now that the Kips were obligate carnivores, I'd need to lie down for a minute. So I'm glad to know they're just carnivore
Yeah,
for optional.
why do you think there's a duck pond on there, guys? Come on.
I do want to.
No!
Oh my god, no!
No.
Imagine then when Tenebris. So there's all the ducks, right? And then Tenebris got drunk and passed out, and the Kips come eat all the ducks, and then new ducks show up, and Tenebris is like, "Look at these, the same ducks from last
Same
night."
ducks.
Nothing
No,
bad happened here.
Not quite. No.
To be fair, cats are carnivores, and we think they're adorable. So, like, Elior will turn and say, "Other than that, and a horse." Elior seems actually confused when he says that.
Horses are magnitudes more dangerous, but as long as they're fine with us, there should be no problem on our end.
He's usually drunk anyway.
I do not think
Tenebris?
that would be an issue. Yes?
Tenebris, I assume you can offer your word that Glasner will not harm our friends.
Oh, Glasner would never.
Oh, wonderful.
We have had discussions if Glasner misbehaves. Do not worry.
Oh, good, Elior says, and turns back around to his rat friends and says, "Consider that taken care of, and if there's anything else we can do to assist your colony in the short term while we handle our mutual friends, let us know. We'll see how we can help." This has reinvigorated Elior a tiny bit, because as they were saying, I meant to bring this up and didn't. as they were talking about the poisoning, Elior also looked like he was going to throw something across the room, but it was Elior, so it looked very cute.
He's like big angry
Yeah.
cheeks.
I need some
and
yarn to throw.
Zelio's cheeks are puffing angrily. Tenebrus's hair definitely paused at the mention of poison.
yeah,
There's a time and place.
and he stands up and starts storming around the room and goes, "Okay, it sounds to me like all of our different threads are weaving together. I did not mean to make that pun. Uh, all of these threads are weaving together. So we now know who has the painting. We now know that our mutual animosity, our mutually detrimental organization. I don't know what to call the gutter lights when we're not saying their name.
I like the trash people.
Yes, the trash brigade.
Weren't we calling
trash-
them the garbage trucks?
I
The
thought we
gar-
were
That
going with
works
Green
too.
Lanterns, but
Green
whatever.
Green Lanterns.
I like insulting them as well, though.
That's true. Garbage truck sounds good.
the garbage.
Also, very quickly, Lisa, is that an Edmonton sweatshirt?
Yeah, my college roommate was from Edmonton, and I visited with her.
If you go down south a couple of hours, you will find Calgary, where I am currently located.
Oh, fun! Wow, cool.
That's why I'm like,
Hang
I was
on a
worried there
minute.
was a sports rivalry, and then I was more confused why Lunar would care about a sports rivalry.
there
That's my
is, but I do not sports, and I do not care. You are correct.
Anyway, the garbage trucks are now making moves underground, and we have many new guests. Elior says. So, I still propose that we rest. He turns to Tenebrous. I'm. This energy's only going to stay with me for a short time, I think. And I'm sure the rest of you could use a rest. So we will rest, but not before we make a plan. And more importantly, turning to our, is Vankara or Vakara?
Venkara.
Venkara. Elior turns to Venkara and says, I realize that you have stumbled into a very complicated situation, and I would not be offended if you needed to take your leave. But you're welcome to stay, as is your friend. He looks at the slug. For as long as you would like. And while not expected, help would be appreciated.
You want to kill some mobsters who are fucking up the ecology?
Well, when you put it like that, yeah, but what's this with the painting? What's going on?
Oh, right. That
Oh, it
part.
is very exciting.
I'll
And then
definitely help with the
Tenebrous-
lobsters, but I need a little more info on the other stuff.
Goodness, Venkara, apologies. You've met me at a terrible time. I would normally tell you things like this. Elior sits down. Yes, Tenebrous, you have a look on your face.
Lobsters?
Mobsters.
Mobsters.
Mobsters. Excellent.
Let me write a
thank you.
note though, because the lobster mobsters will absolutely be
Listen,
appearing.
you
guys are
shut the
under the sea.
front
How are these not
door.
already lobster
No.
mobsters?
How
There
are
are
they
I
not
get to
lobster
retcon one thing.
mobsters?
There are giant
One thing
lobsters
each
in
quest I
Elden
get
Ring,
to.
and they're the worst.
They-
And I've had enough of them. And if you bring them into this game, you will have problems.
He's
I got you
sleeping
in my
with the
claws.
fishes, like we
They're
all are.
actually like you go into the sewers and you're like, "Oh, lobster, this is great," and then it is not. I have. It is
I'm a very
Rachel?
shellfish self. I can't do it.
it's the worst.
I'm gonna butter him up, and then I'm gonna put him on a roll.
You can't even do that because they fucking run. It's just
Oh,
Can they
that's
run?
excellent.
Well, they can scuttle.
Yes, I have not mentioned that they're probably the size of a semi truck.
Wait, I got lost. Are we talking about the Elden Ring lobsters? The sniper lobsters?
Sniper?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I
fuck
never
those
had that
guys.
issue because I fell before they could snipe me, so that was no, I didn't have to worry about that.
The Elden Ring lobsters, it must be an error in the code, but they can like target shoot at you across a huge chunk of the map. So you're just like frolicking through a beautiful glade, and all of a sudden there's a lobster the size of like a Patton tank who's just firing acid at you. And you're like, what's going on here?
Oh, that sounds
What can
right.
you do?
Yeah.
I was honestly trying not to give too many details for Pat because he definitely doesn't have that look on his face like he's making notes. Um,
Ah, piss.
Anyway,
fine.
um,
Mobsters.
yes.
Tenebris does not have a funny look on their face because they
Oh.
can hear.
I see. So Vankara is asked about the painting.
Mhm.
Elior is going to take a breath and go. That was Ryan, not Elior. We'll go. Well, do you remember earlier when I mentioned to you that there was some clients that we were helping who owned that building?
Right.
We're a bit of a detective agency, and they are one of our cases. And their case is to retrieve a stolen painting. A painting that was seemingly of little value or consequence. And we've done some investigating, and it turns out that that painting is enchanted, magical. It's a hole. I'm not being metaphorical. It literally is a hole into nothingness. And the director of the garbage trucks uses this painting as his place to dispose of enemies.
Also,
I can see how it might be useful for that.
Mhm.
quick pause. Bankara, I think we actually touched on this last session, but just for a reminder, the main or there's two main crime families. One of them is called the Gutter Lights, but there's
Mhm.
sort of what they call like a taboo curse on that on saying that name. You are
Okay.
likely to run into a Gutter Lights member if you say that aloud. So people probably very quick. I think like an old woman would have taken Bankara aside in the shop and was like, "Hey, just so you're aware," like she like wrote it down, was like, don't say this out loud, don't let someone trick you into saying it out loud, like we use terms like garbage bags, or like you'll always
Okay,
kind
so
of know someone's referring to
that's who
them.
we're referring to by
Yeah.
garbage. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Hmm.
Does Nine Fingers crew have a name? I forget.
No, they
Yeah.
are mostly kind of unnamed. They just are, they run with nine fingers.
Gotcha.
Painting is currently in the possession of another criminal organization. Leader's name is Nine Fingers, which is the information that I learned when we met each other.
Okay.
We need to get the painting back and help our clients get off the planet once we're done. And our friends, I point to the rats, of course, who anyone who needs help. And we'd like to need to wrap it up by tomorrow night.
Unless
Sounds
you
like
can
a bit of a time
complete
crunch.
this.
I could.
Yeah, I think maybe I could lend a hand.
Oh, great. Uh, that's really helpful. While I'm sure that your knowledge of the local ecology is instrumental in any situation, um, can you fight?
I'll like pull out my weapon from the back and just like heft it around a little bit and just chuckle.
Okay.
It's like a big like spiked morning star mace thing.
Oh, okay. Yes, that is a yes. Great. Well, there is sure to be fighting, so just wanted to make sure that you were prepared.
Sounds good to me.
Great. Well, before we go to bed, we need to discuss a plan of attack. So we know that Nine Fingers has the painting,
Right.
and we know that the garbage trucks are mobilizing underneath the streets. Obviously, the painting is the most time sensitive. And we know that Nine Fingers has recently stopped frequenting that bar we went to a couple nights ago. Yes?
He was not there when Bjorn and I went.
Correct. And we
But I
do know
imagine
where he could likely be found, which is at a poker game, I think tomorrow night?
Mhm.
Poker game tomorrow night. What's the chances that he would bring the. You see, like, Elior have the math meme come over his head as he realizes that he's probably going to bring the invaluable painting to a poker game.
I think that's highly likely. Jackasses like that love to show off what they've stolen from other people.
Mhm.
I'm seeing a problem with the fact that the poker game is tomorrow night and we have to be off planet by tomorrow. I'm just.
Hmm.
Well, maybe we don't have to intercept him at the poker game. We could intercept him on his way to the poker game.
I think there is a way that we can extend our. I'm sure it's not called a visa, but a visa?
Click. I
Wasn't
think
there? I think
we
we
should.
need like a clerk. We need someone
I
who can do
think
paperwork.
if there are two ways we could extend the visa thing, permission hall pass. Um, it could, because everything is technology, it could be done that way, or we could phone a clerk and I could attempt to use my title and my reason for being here to extend the visit.
That one seems really fun and we should do that.
You do not wish to hack the system?
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I could try. I'm not so good at hacking. I can build stuff. Hacking, I'm
Ah.
trying to learn to get a little bit better, but I'm not so good with the.
Neither are my forte, and I did not know the differences were that vast.
Yeah, like I can do some minimal programming because there's like computers and everything.
Mhm.
But hacking into the security of something like that is probably I could try. I could certainly try. But handing out business cards with nothing on them is the highlight of my day.
It's
I would
pretty
never
good.
wish to deprive you of that, nor
Can
add
we do
stress
both?
to the captain's plate. So we shall take that route.
um, would you like me to accompany you to extend the visas?
So I do not sleep, right? I just need a brief moment of reprieve from the weight of existence, and then I continue. I was going to go tonight,
Obviously.
currently, and do it well now.
Okay. As someone who does sleep, there are probably office hours. It's probably not open in the middle of the night. Although this is futuristic space, so who knows?
I mean, it's daylight on some part of the planet, right?
My shop is always open all the time, but
Could we do
I
some?
should sleep more.
Yes.
I should respect office hours then. At the very least, go in with respect.
I could at least. I'm gonna use my. Pat's not here, but I'm gonna look up what time the office is open. I can
Yeah.
hack that system.
I was about to
I
say,
can use the Googles.
could we do some space googling on office hours and what
And
forms we
location.
need to
I
fill
could
out?
do.
Just make
Oh,
sure that
I'm
you put some
no.
curse word in there so the evil Fey AI doesn't try to tempt you with anything.
So Ryan, full disclosure, I'm not filling out forms. I'm gonna go in and Tenebris is gonna Karen the most Karen she has ever Karened.
Oh yes, of course. I'm joking. Given my
Okay.
job, all about forms. So I'm
Listen,
like,
I'm that's the reason I'm not doing forms. Is because the opportunity to be that person is just
yes. Um, so Pat, are we able to get some information about what we would need to do to extend our visa by a day?
Yeah, so you're the how much bureaucracy do I want to bring into D&D? Um, so
Not a
your
lot. We
visa
would.
technically was originating in Solstice Point, which is the above water city that you landed in, that you're currently docked in, and that your
Yep.
visa is valid for. Now you are able to travel across the planet. Well, it's very unlikely you're going to make it very far outside of Solstice Point. You are able to travel down to Reba. Now extending that visa does require a little bit. One, it requires a bit of a payment. For you, it would effectively be a credit, not a big hit into your overall budget. Um, you you usually, this is tough. It is coming on the last day. They do want you to usually try and extend this a little before. You probably could get it expedited. I don't want to dig into your pockets too much. It might run you an extra credit. We're looking at 2 here.
Oh God.
I don't want to be extortionate, but hey, the wheels got to get greased. And it would require an interview with one of the members. If you're trying to get something expedited, that's going to be more than just checking your paperwork, making sure that you're okay to go. And it would be someone who can speak for the party. Now, generally, they would want the captain. Someone in your position, Tenebris, probably would be able to skirt by a situation like that, because of your position in the universe as a whole. But you'd be dealing with local politics at that point. So it's certainly possible, but it might run you a couple pennies.
So, not to counter bureaucracy or anything, but if I bring Elior, it's currently costing 2 credits. If I stamp my foot on the ground and not on somebody else, is it still costing 2 credits?
So I will say this: the only thing that would come into question either way, real talk, is an intimidation check from you or a persuasion check from Elior. Now, the only piece that I'll add to that, I understand where Elior sits in his persuasion. If it was to be something that is going to be crew based, ship based, while the information about your crew and your ship and what you may have done at previous ports is very difficult to know, to track down, if someone is doing a deeper investigation in who you are, who owns the ship, why you're here, why you need to be here longer, that might bring up more questions than even a very good persuasion might get. So you have someone who, all intents and purposes, can get someone to say yes, but questions might arise when you do leave. There might be someone asking a bit more of why you needed to stay longer, or you could be intimidating and maybe burn a little bit, but
No,
it would probably bring a little less suspicion on who you are as a whole.
I think, Ryan, correct me if I'm wrong. I think as much as I'd love to see you roll another 33, um, I don't know if Tenebris would let you, because if things go sideways, then it reflects on the crew. And I don't. Tenebris is happier shouldering that burden.
Oh,
Does that make sense?
oh, it's fine. I think that Elior would try to go with you and would fall back down on the couch because he's so exhausted. So,
Yes, but we have discussed office hours, so this could happen tomorrow.
Yes, and then I get so sorry. Yeah, I did a lot of what might be able to happen as far as you went because of those scenarios. Because you are probably looking to get this expedited and would need that interview. Yeah, the earliest would probably be 7 a.m. And that's it. Again, I'm not going to play too much red tape because you're not in that city. There is an office here in Revma. It would be a little bit more difficult because you don't already have that connection here. Whereas, like, if you were to go up to Solstice Point, Marshall Grizz, you already have at least a bit of a rapport with him. I know that was 30 sessions ago, but you have a person who's talked to you, who knows you, who you met when you first came here. So if you were there and tried to interact with him, it might be a bit of a different interaction than whoever you're able to get, probably Roz from Monsters Inc. sitting at this desk here at 8 a.m. or 7 a.m. saying, okay, what do you want? But yes, at this point, it is probably closed. If you really Karen, someone is there. This is a government office,
Yeah.
and you are an emissary of the void. Like,
Mm-hmm.
someone will listen to you if you want to be heard, but that is its
No.
own route.
At
No,
a
I
risk of the incredible world building that you've done to create this bureaucracy, Are we maybe overthinking our visa at the moment? Or like, are you like, oh no, we could just fight and leave in one day if we really
I
wanted?
think you guys are realistically thinking about the situation in a place where the first couple interactions you saw involved a bar with its own SWAT team, a murder at a karaoke club, cybernetic people who seem like they are oppressed to a ridiculous degree, and someone who can hear the mood of the city as stressed. You came in here, you were given a visa and a deadline. It probably is worth it to make sure that you at least know if it's going to be a problem or not before it becomes one.
When we originally applied for our visa, didn't we say that we were just offloading cargo?
Yes, which you did on the second day.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Now you are friendly with Zeal Talk, so I'm sure she would be willing to give a hand. She's a citizen here, but I will leave it unless you have more world questions. That's a fair thing to ask.
I don't.
I'll say this, you don't need to spend a whole session worrying about your visa, but it isn't not going to be a problem if you don't get something handled and they ask you about it.
I don't know how.
So
Yeah.
I want to go to bed.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go smoke some purple weed and I'm gonna go to bed. Because I think it sounds like we can't really do anything until tomorrow morning anyway, and I'm freaking beat. Anybody else?
I agree. Sounds good. We can figure out more about murder and mobsters tomorrow morning for some breakfast.
Wonderful. Eliris looking around like, are you all waiting for him to dismiss you?
No, Bjorn's already moving. He's already getting ready for bed.
Okay. Great. And before Elior goes to bed, he's going to, in the least creepy and awkward way possible, try to eye the dimensions of one of the rats. For no reason. There's no reason Elior would need to know why a rat is a certain size.
Circumference.
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 Yeah, you get a pretty decent estimate of height, waist,
Oh,
leg,
please, as a tailor, you know everything.
sleeve.
Yeah, if I hypothetically were trying to, I don't know, like if there was like a yoke involved, like how deep should the yoke obviously?
Oh, you would know that, please.
Yes.
And then
Yeah,
you'd do a
the
couple of extra rows so they don't have to worry.
Mhm.
the rats will yeah, there and Box will go. We'll leave you for your rest. I'll update Archimedes and we'll be in touch via your speaking stone to make sure we can coordinate before leaving.
Do some of you
Um,
rats want to stay here? I mean, my bed's made for two, and it's just me tonight.
He'll kind of
I
look
was
around and
also going to suggest I can assist
Oh.
if you need an exit.
I that would be incredibly helpful. We likely were just going to spend the evening finding new locations, so sure.
Yeah, I mean, we might need to either tell the maid not to come to the room or something, because that could create all sorts of problems. But yeah, we got space.
Very
Bjorn,
kind.
Yes.
would you not simply put a tie on the door?
You know, that
Is that
usually does
not
work. I've
what
tried that
that-
before.
I thought that whenever you've done that in the past, that has meant do not enter. Is that not universal?
No, that works pretty well, but there are some alien species that treat that as an invitation to join in instead. And you never know who you're staying in a hotel with. Very awkward when I was assassinating a certain criminal individual once, and someone came on in already half with disrobed, thinking it was a party. It was a bad time.
Okay. Elior is turning around at that and is trying to look so calm and together, like he is a captain. He's good. Is walking backwards into his room and is like, well, I trust that you all will get a great night's sleep and I will talk to you. Shuts the door, barely makes it to the bed before he passes out.
Just out.
Just down.
Do we hear the thump?
Yes. And then you hear the like individual thud of each of his shoes as he
All right. You guys start getting settled. Venkara, because a few members of the party have left to head back to the ship, there are empty rooms here. Would you choose to stay here, head back to your own room, or you're muted?
Oh, you're muted.
Also, this is a really fancy hotel.
Mm.
Like, it's like really nice.
Well, with that in mind, I think I'll stay.
Awesome.
It's like
Yeah,
gold everywhere, whatever.
The whole
I don't know.
Levi and Sud suite is emptied out. So yeah, you get a nice bed, nice I don't know if it's gold trimmed, but there's some very nice accommodations here. You and the rats all find some decent spots. All right. And yeah, you guys are able to get some rest finally on this long day. A few different encounters went down, but the 41st is over. And just
Oh, nice.
I need to go quickly and let a toddler know that she needs to be in her bed. If we could take a quick 2-minute break, when we come back, it will be morning.
How
Sounds good.
Yes, of course.
Good luck. Good luck.
She so heard that. She raced up that ladder so fast. Oh my god, that was so funny. Oh, and maybe she didn't.
I have to work tomorrow. And I had every day since Christmas Eve off because of how our office closes. Yeah, it's been very nice. Like I appreciate this long extended break. But I have to go back tomorrow and then I am off for the weekend. So,
Yeah. Well, we've been working.
yeah, that's why I was very clear that I appreciate
Yeah.
my
I mean, I took some time off. You took some time off too, right?
Yeah, I was gone. I left for Christmas. I went to Las Vegas to my brother's house.
Nice.
Are you like, do you have a lot of family down around there? Did you have ties there, or is it just your brother?
I grew up out there, but most of my family has since relocated. But two of my brothers and my sister live there.
Oh, nice. Well, that's cool. I know that there is much more to Vegas than just the strip that we all know.
Yeah, I actually didn't go anywhere near the strip this time.
Oh, nice.
Most times, actually, I don't end up going to any casinos or anything, but
Oh, Ben wanted everybody to know that he'll be right back. He's running to our car to get the seltzer that we left out there that may or may not be frozen. We'll see what happens.
I hope it didn't like burst and spray everywhere.
Yeah, I hope we'll be okay. I think we'll be okay.
Did you know that that kombucha will do that sometimes if you put it in the fridge for too long?
Oh,
Or no, it was in the cupboard, I think. Yeah, because it was in cans and it like continues to ferment. Didn't realize that until it made an abrupt appearance.
and then it was known.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Terrifying.
It took like till like the second or third can popped though for me to figure out like where it was and what was happening. I thought it was, yeah, I had no idea. It was like just an abrupt noise, and then things started leaking.
Oh no.
Oh,
it was a mess.
That sounds yucky. I'm sorry. Come here. No, that's not what I meant to press. There we go.
lot just happened. I will also be right back, not to leave you alone for a minute. I'm just going to run to the bathroom.
Oh, nobody is here. Oh well. Lisa, this is my guinea pig. It is still a pig.
Oh my gosh. I love that. So
When
cute.
she gets, I know, when she gets in trouble, she gets picked up. So I wanted to see, because sometimes people like seeing her, but there's nobody here, so you get secret.
Did you know it's cold out?
A little chilly.
It has not been cold here at all.
Oh.
We had it's been cold for 2 days, and then it goes back up to above freezing,
Hmm.
Mm,
and then it'll be cold for 2 days, so.
gotcha.
I don't know what it's doing, but I wish it would just be cold.
Ben, where do you and Ryan live? Do you live in Massachusetts, or are you in Canada, or?
Oh, we're in Massachusetts. We're in Salem.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah. And you're in Danvers, right?
Um, yeah, like Danvers, Peabody.
Gotcha.
I ended up falling into a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Oops.
It just, I don't know what happened.
So I caved and bought myself a Warhammer Mini on Boxing Day.
Ooh.
I've wanted this one for a year now. And it's at the point where I'm gonna get it. The prices are just gonna continue increasing, so I may as well just get it.
Makes sense.
It hasn't even arrived yet, and Warhammer has sent me a $20 voucher.
Hmm.
Like,
Ah.
I just spent $130 on tiny pieces of plastic, and you think $20?
What is the voucher? Like, what was the purpose of it?
It's just take $20 off.
Oh, that was nice of them.
And I'm
Yeah.
like, great, thanks. I am not going to now because I have already given you money, friends.
What is the unit in question?
That I got.
Mm-hmm.
I got Dexessa. So there's Keeper of Secrets is still in the books. Dexessa and Sinestra are not, their sheets are not printed in the codexes anymore. So
Mhm.
I'm worried that at some point they're going to stop making the kits because if they don't have sheets printed, nobody's going to play with them.
I
And if
see.
nobody's going to play with them, why else would you make them?
That makes sense. I just looked it up, and my God.
Oh, I could have sent you a link or a picture. I'm so sorry.
Oh, it's okay. No, no. I didn't want to be a bother and be like, can you?
No, absolutely you should. You need to remind me because I'm not used to friends questioning and then actually giving a shit about what I say.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
So the fact that you ask questions and are because you're interested, I'm still learning, which is why I didn't even volunteer to get you a link because I was like, you don't care.
No,
But you do.
we actually just watched a couple videos about it's not 40K. It's the
Age of
uh
Sigmar.
is it just total Warhammer, Ben?
The
Hmm.
games are, what are they called? Total War Warhammer. Which
It's
now that I think about it,
called
it's a bad title for a game, but yeah.
no, because Total War is a game series. They do different. So this is the Warhammer Total War.
Oh, I know. I used to play the Rome Total War and Medieval, and it's just funny to be like, Total War, War,
Well,
Hammer.
Hammer, but hammer.
It's
which
a hammer.
which may or may not have been instigated, not instigated. What's the word I'm looking for? I'm having a hard time talking tonight. Initiated by
Hmm.
your interest in 40K. So,
Mhm.
like, yes, we're very much
Hmm.
interested. So,
Yeah. No, there's the kit makes the both of them. I'm probably making Dexessa.
mhm.
Um, and they are the named Keeper of Secrets, but there's regular Keeper of Secrets that I will find a picture. Actually, it's on Pinterest. Somebody painted, like you can paint them. Somebody painted one to look like Gerudo Ganondorf,
Oh God,
and it's fucking incredible. Like
I love it.
the things they do, the things I will do, but the things they currently are already doing.
Mhm.
all right. um, as the because they didn't ever describe really what the light cycles are like here under the sea in Revma. They have artificial light that they start to increase the brightness of as the day starts to grow. Um, so as it does start to get a little bit lighter here, um, you all start to rise. Tenebris overnight. You chose to hang out here instead of going for an overnight mission to try and extend your visa.
I think I would not go an overnight mission to extend the visa. Um, I would probably, for being completely honest, I'm probably waiting till Click leaves out on the balcony just because I don't want to smoke. And then once they're gone, I'm gonna just go sit out on the balcony and just hang out and look. But
All
I
right.
very particularly am not fucking fighting with that goddamn map again. I'm taking a night off.
You were choosing to win by not
Listen, it can
participating.
win. I don't care. I need a break.
And when you think about it, it's really the only way to win a game to never play at home.
Um, As the rest of you wake on the following morning, is there anything you would all like to do in particular?
My only request is that when Bjorn wakes up, there is a rat lying on his head like a sleep mask.
I love that. Yeah, you just hear like the and yeah, it's a little heavy. We'll just sort of like slide bonelessly off of you
Yes,
as you start to
bonelessly.
rouse.
I
Uh,
love that.
Incredible.
I'm
Right.
trying to think. Yeah, I don't think Elior does anything out of the ordinary. He will make sure that there has been food service sent up for breakfast so we can have our breakfast meeting.
Oh, you wouldn't. Tenebris would have already taken care of that.
Oh, well then Elior will get up looking like he's about to go do that, and we'll be very.
I imagine that's right when the knock at the door comes from the actual room service as you're preparing. Um,
Good morning, Captain.
Good morning, Ten. Thank you for getting breakfast started.
I was up. It is no worries.
um, as the door opens, there's a kind of meek looking, like probably young 20s elven kid. And yeah, he's got two carts. One it has all sorts of different sides, and then some different fruit dishes and some different accoutrements. And on the second one, there's four different um sort of carafes. And he goes, uh Miss, the kitchen really tried their best with the different types of brew. You were very particular with your request for coffee, and uh, coffee is, I cannot express this enough. Coffee has been extinct for decades, ma'am. We do not have it. We cannot produce coffee. I understand you think your vacuum cleaner is very proficient at it. We tried our best to get every type of brew that we can. Some of our most distinguished guests here, they rave about these two in particular. This is just a breakfast blend myself, but I think it goes very well with the donuts we've selected. And then I did bring you just some hot water and some bags of tea. Again, very limited tea selection, ma'am. We've tried our best, but we just do not have the access down here. This is a third ring establishment, I would like to remind you.
Elior,
I
as
am
he's saying, oh no, go ahead and do your thing, but I know what Elior is doing.
I am terribly sorry. I thought had been very specific that I just needed hot water. We had the tea bags taken care of, but
Oh,
this
thank
will do,
God.
thank you.
As he's apologizing, Elior is like going up to him and like nodding, like, yeah, this must be really tough for you. I'm sorry, buddy. Taking him by the shoulders, giving him kind of a pat on the shoulder, like, yeah, man, this is all you got this. And as he's telling, as he's finishing up his bit about the tea bags, Elior is just gonna wave and shut the door very gently in his face.
I love that more. I love that more.
He almost, it was like a very poorly tuned guitar going up in the strings, like ding 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 ding. And like he was about to get a little bit of a snap if he didn't just get a
Oh, and then Elior will also throw like a couple credits out the door or something. I don't
I can pay for college now.
yeah.
I don't have to go dance on weekends anymore.
I don't think I want to imagine this poor, very, very scared young man who couldn't handle no coffee in the kitchen.
Is his name Rudy by any chance?
Yeah, it's Rudy.
I'm fine. So
Rudy.
Elior is going to look at Tenebris after he's done that and gone, in all honesty, Tenebris, is it selfish that I wanted him to go because I couldn't handle the scale?
No,
Okay. Elior is going to push the card forward. Thank you very much.
you're welcome.
I will await everybody for breakfast meeting.
All right. yeah, imagine people start to rouse of their own accord. At one point, a lot of the rats have been up for a little bit. One particularly kind of beefy rat that's been quiet most of the previous night. You can tell that he like that it's tough to see bags under the eyes of rats, but this one's definitely got him. And he kind of like will trudge on out. Oh, those fucking waffles, man, bro, and like sprints over to the table. He's like he like is about to dive in, and he goes, "I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I forgot where I was. I forgot my place. Would it be cool if I'm out on some of this waffle,
That's what they're there for.
my man?" And yeah, he will just
Eleanor
start to
will give
devour it.
the little rat a fist bump because he
Yeah,
knows.
he absolutely go for that. As you do that, he's got a mouthful of waffle already. He goes, Euler, and point at himself. Euler is what he will eventually get out after a few tries with waffle in his mouth.
I
Euler. Euler.
um, any any particular pieces in the morning? Does everyone gather for a little breakfast recap?
Click will be the last one down, and she is also extremely tired. Many bags under eyes, etc., etc. Droopy morale.
Elior is going to brew a green tea. I believe that is the most caffeinated of the
I
groups.
heard that.
Mhm. Let's see what goes in this green tea. We need energy, but we also need grounding. I would say lemongrass. Um,
Ooh.
I'm not going to make you turn this Elior makes tea thing into a skill tree pad. As just said, isn't here, so Elior needs to help energize the crew with quote unquote coffee
Ginger.
That was an interesting request.
and ginger. Yes, ginger lemongrass green tea with honey.
Ooh,
Um,
very
and
nice.
Elior will dole it out to anybody who wants it and simply say, we need a plan. So we know that Nine Fingers is going to be on his way to a poker tournament tonight. Yes.
Yep.
Mm,
Okay. And we also need to make sure that our visa is taken care of so that we can stay one more night. And we go ahead.
no, I'm good.
But we should plan under the assumption that anything could happen. So let's be careful about things.
Well, oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say I would also note I knew you were talking a little bit about it last night. That bar, it did seem like the night that you saw him there, the structure itself of the bar had changed a little bit to accommodate him, like for a specific table for him. And then when you guys went back, it while that area was still a little bit different, it had been moved around again to not necessarily be there for him. So that and the information that, yeah, I know Sud saw that there was uh double-sided mirrors looking out, so there's some back rooms in that place. So there could be some information about him there that you guys would have. Not to push that there is or that you need to do that, but just as part of info gathering.
Well,
Oh, go ahead.
go ahead.
We, this is out of character. We have some sort of pass we can use to get into the poker night. At least for me, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
Well, I have this pass to get in. Um, I figure we need to lean on our asymmetrical strength here, which is we know quite a bit about the sewers. I bet you this gang that fights against the Green Lanterns tends to avoid the sewers. Maybe we can use that to our advantage to get the rest of y'all in there.
I do not understand.
I'm also confused.
Oh, we can sneak me in. I have a
Yes.
pass to go to the poker night. How are we getting everyone else in? Are we sneaking you through the sewers or something?
Hmm.
They do not want more money?
Oh,
If
that's
you
true.
arrive with money to play, would they not allow you?
That might be a cleaner way than trying to unflush you from the
Booner is
toilet.
genuinely, I don't sports in any capacity. I don't, can you just join poker matches like that?
I think if you flash enough cash, anything could work out.
That's usually what I found in the past. I don't do whatever poker is, but I do deal stuff. Cred stocks.
All right, so y'all come in. Maybe we come in separately. I'll use my pass. You all come in as Tenebrus's retinue, and then we just steal the painting. There's got to be some middle step we're not thinking of here.
We have to
Could not be.
distract him.
It could be. First off, why are I love having a retinue. Would we not be
Oh
goodbye,
no!
friend?
Oh no.
Would we not be Elior's retinue? Because he owns a ship, which is much more cash than cash. And I have forgotten the rest of the sentence. Lissa took it with her. I am terribly sorry.
No, that makes sense. We could have LB, the one with the money.
Yeah, hopefully everything's okay with friends.
Did she say she was going in chat? I didn't see.
No. Oh, having issues with Wi-Fi. She just texted me.
Oh, okay.
That stinks.
Yes.
I was assuming we both had to work tomorrow in the morning and is tired out. And children.
Oh my goodness.
Children.
Elior would speak up and say, well, this missing step, Bjorn, might be that we need a distraction. Nine Fingers will be in the poker tournament. He clearly gets a lot of special treatment wherever he goes, which means he'll likely advance pretty far in the poker tournament. Which means that the best time to steal a painting would probably be when he is engaged in a high stakes match.
Right.
And I don't mean to like brag or anything, but I can be very good at poker.
I did not put that together until right now. Holy shit. You'd be a natural poker player.
I don't like using my abilities for that, but if I have to, I will. Besides, it's an underground poker match. It's not like we're stealing from charity or anything.
I like that plan. Because then, if Elior is keeping Nine Fingers distracted and something goes sideways, he will hear it first.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Out of character, as in like I will know he knows something's up.
You'll
Yes.
either sense the music will in the place, either you'll hear panic from an area,
Right.
or you'll catch him getting information.
Hello, Lissa, you are okay. It is just internet.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, like I said, it's usually us.
Yeah. When while you were gone, what we talked about was so the guy who has the painting's going to a poker tournament. And
Right.
so Elior just proposed that we put Elior into the tournament because with Elior's empathy, he can call bluffs really easily and advance up the rung. And
Okay.
then when he gets to a match with Nine Fingers, it will be high stakes enough that he'll be distracted, and that will give you all time to run in and do burglary.
Okay.
And there can be people with me in case something breaks out, but we're heisting this stuff, and obviously you can butt in if you don't like that plan, but that's just where we are.
Okay.
Is
Cool.
10 also gonna play if we can get them in there?
Tenebrous looks at you and desperately, if you could sense emotion, the emotion would be, please fuck, don't put me in there, please, oh my god. And Tenebrous says, all right, I have
Oh,
never played poker, but I'm sure it could not be. I. No, I could play poker. I have extracted information from a man. I can play poker. This will be fine. They are similar, yes?
10, are you sure? Because it looked like you were about to poop out a neutronium beam a second ago with the idea.
I would much rather not.
Oh, well then
I
let's
would
not
love
make you.
to leave this to people who know what they are doing.
Well, we'll need 2 squads. One squad to help distract with me, and the other to sneak in the back. He turns to Bjorn. Naturally, I assume you'll take lead on that team.
Yeah, I did want to play poker, but I am the natural thief here.
Elior will look to Click. I think you could go either way. Stick around with me or go with Bjorn.
They say that about me a lot, but
The only way to live, truly.
sorry, I think I was harnessing one of my deities. It's fine. Going to want to. Oh God, I'm being torn in all the directions. I want to go both places. I want to go both. How do I go both? I want to go. I'm probably gonna go steal something. I want to steal stuff.
There could be cyber locks and stuff like that you might have
Think
some
of all the
expertise in.
boxes, the hidden boxes I might find.
Yeah.
I think that makes sense.
There could be so many more of them. I don't know if I want to do the sea invisibility thing again, though.
I would.
I could walk behind you.
Yeah, we have to talk, by the way.
Oh, right, about the giant worm thing or whatever you were saying?
Yeah! No one seemed off put by that.
Oh,
Everyone's
I
just
was-
like, yeah, she
no,
seems cool. Okay.
I
that's
was
fine.
personally hoping that if we simply moved on from it, then it would not be, and we could get off the planet.
It's still there.
At this point, bringing it up again,
I feel like you can see it too, which makes me mad.
Tenebris and Bjorn, can you both
Yes.
give me history checks?
You-
And
Oh no.
at this point, I will say it. You know what? Actually, Venkara, go ahead and give me one too. With how
Okay.
your background, your sort of bio history is gone.
That's an 8.
So yeah,
Some
roll
planets
roll a
just have
d
worms.
d20 and add your history skill.
15.
Nice.
Sorry, my computer's having trouble too. I
No
don't
worries.
know my.
I actually was having some trouble with D&D Beyond earlier.
There's no rush.
With the 15 Tenebris. How much have you shared so far, Click, about this thing you saw?
Not much.
Invisible
I
big
started
thing
screaming
worm.
like worm, yeah, big giant invisible worm. I wanted
think
to
we
go
could-
to the big giant invisible worm, and everyone said that doesn't seem important, and then no one brought it up from there, so they don't know much. So that's cool.
Tenebris.
Click is
No,
totally
we had a
fine.
We had a brief worm discussion because
Yes.
Tenebris knows it's chained. That's one of the reasons why they specifically said to Elior, "We're not dealing with the worm."
Tenebris, based on how the void is with time and how you are with time, I won't ask you to. I won't ask Tenebris to tell me how old she is, but
Oh, Tenebris can. That's not an issue. Nobody's asked.
um, is I mean,
Tenebris is 50 years old.
so to the other half of that question,
Mm-hmm.
which I think is a millennia fair for
Yeah.
outside of the stream. Not you like you are 50,
So,
but like the time that may have
so
been
this
there.
has probably been happening for, yeah, I wouldn't go over 120 years, I don't think.
Okay. Okay.
But the Void hasn't had an emissary in a long time and really cooked
Yeah,
this.
that's where the space outside of how it moves. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Um, all right, yeah, I'll say this is something foreign.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Bankar, what did you get?
A 16.
16. I will say with your background, there are this is the size of it isn't necessarily even surprising. And also this, I don't know if actually this this has made it into something that of the world building. There are creatures in this universe that are effectively the size of suns, um
Okay.
that are like celestial powerful beings, that are that like effectively they are their own whole solar systems. um that
Gotcha.
so there are known creatures on the an order of magnitude much bigger than even planets. So something that is like
Okay.
the size of a city, like it's shockingly big. That's not common, but it isn't like where did this what abyss did this crawl out? It's like, okay, this
Gotcha.
is something important but not wild. But to that end, something like this, especially being chained, um, it's tough to know exactly what purpose it holds, but it was not uncommon. It is uncommon in these days. It was not uncommon for much of the history of this galaxy for creatures in space who have very particular magic abilities to be harnessed for them. And it is not
Mm,
unlikely that hearing about this, that there is something about this city, or at least something about that creature that it is currently doing or was once doing, that was it was just being effectively held captive to do that thing.
okay. Interesting.
Uh, is that something that you relay to the group?
Um, yeah.
I'm not relaying that the worm is foreign. We know that.
Yeah, I'll say that that's something that I've heard of before, that I don't know like what's going on with this one in particular, but potentially something related to the city.
Hmm.
Well, in order to keep a distinct place under such pressure, one would need power for that.
Hmm. And you're just cool with using it against its will? Just friendly conversation, wondering.
Oh,
Yes.
Cool.
you see Elior struggling. Click. I feel very deeply for this giant worm. I also don't know how we're going to fix this problem anytime soon. But maybe once we're done with this mission, you and I could look into it a little bit more on the ship, see if anything in our databases could help us out.
Sure.
Or can we do that from here?
I don't know. I'm sure I could look some things up.
Actually, that's a good question, Pat. If we have a question for the computer on the ship, do we have to be on the ship?
No, no. I mean, the further away you are from Quinn, the less quickly you can get things. But no, you can ask Quinn. You can connect with Quinn from here. It's effect like you would effectively be calling him, and he'd run stuff, and then would call you back with an answer.
Gotcha. Ryan is
So,
trying to think of how we fit this in.
if out of character, if asked, Tenebris has no issues expanding on why they have no issues leaving the worm. Um, but if not pressed, won't say anything. They're trying to figure out.
No, Click is clearly the odd person out here and shuts down. All done.
Oh, no. I'm very interested in the worm out of character. I'm trying to think of how we fit it into our itinerary.
Oh, out of character, Luna wants to fight that worm like nobody's business.
I don't want to fight
But
the
Luna-
worm. I want to free the worm.
Lunar also understands that if you do anything to that worm, it's gonna be fucking pissed. And it's not gonna listen to you, and the entire place could just come crashing down. And then you've drowned how many people? And Tenebris has no problem with that. Lunar has a little bit of a problem with that. That's too many people to drown. So
Well, wait. Click. You're right that it's a fucked up situation. So how about while
It's
we're doing the
cool.
days,
It's fine.
No.
Let's just go thief some shit. Or
while we're
set
doing the
up
day's
a
preparations,
pizza or whatever.
I could maybe try to use some connections up here to try to speak with it. At least we can learn something now. We only have a day, so I don't think we're freeing an eldritch worm from beyond space and time. But at least to figure out what the fuck's going on, that could be good.
All
But
right.
if you're good, that's fine too.
Well then, proposal. I will go with Tenebris over to the Visa store, the consulate, to negotiate a few extra days on our visa, and the rest of you who are even better equipped to do it can go look into this worm situation. Eliora is smiling at Quick, like, please don't hate me, please don't hate me, please don't hate me, please don't hate me.
I have no issues just going to the office myself, Captain, if you would like to explore this war.
I am happy to explore this worm if the worm crew will have me.
Click, does that sound good to you?
Sure. I really, guys, it's fine. I feel like now our attention is diverted, and now this is way more attention than I want on me at
Then
any
you
given
should
time.
not-
If we could please move on, that'd be great.
Why did you bring it up if you did not want it mentioned?
Because there's a creature who is in prison. I don't know.
So you
I just thought it was
brought
worth
it-
mentioning.
I have misunderstood something here.
I mean, if it's in prison, that's usually bad, Tenebris.
What if the worm is evil?
Well,
We
then I'll
don't
learn
know,
by talking to
but
it.
we didn't know anything about this painting until freaking 6 days ago. Not even 6 days ago. We
But
didn't
the
know anything
painting is
about
evil,
freaking
right?
Deborah, whoever the fuck, Liam, until whenever the fuck. So, like, the fact that we don't know anything about this worm doesn't mean anything to me. Okay? The fact that it is probably in pain and stuck here and probably doesn't want to be, and is probably alone and maybe doesn't want to be, but again, we don't know. So, like, I'm just saying that, like, I feel like maybe it has been serving this community for a long time. Maybe it deserves to answer some questions. Maybe it deserves to say what it feels. I don't know. Maybe we can find out.
All right.
That's all.
Elle, why don't you come with? It would probably be good to have someone who can read the emotions of the worm.
Fuck off.
What? I'm serious.
Tenebris at this point has gotten up and is taking
worm.
like to go eggs Benedict and is like as sort of prepping hair and clothing to go off and do bureaucracy nonsense.
All right, to the worm. Vex, why don't you come with? I mean, you might. Maybe there's. I don't know. I tend to not encounter these things very intentionally.
I imagine the worm will be far more interesting than bureaucracy.
Yeah, Vinkara, would you like to go try and see what's going on with this worm, or are you
I'm interested in the worm.
all right?
The thing is, though, is that it's still in the ethereal realm. We're gonna go there and no one's gonna be able to see fucking shit.
You brought it up. It's
I
not my fucking
know.
problem.
So wait,
I
where
just
was
remembered that
what's the
part.
location?
It's not my
Yeah, there's
problem.
so this whole city is like a spiral system, and it goes around this giant, like almost like, what do you call those things? Like
Corkscrew.
yeah, kinda, but like specifically like in a building, you have like the great and like
Like
middle area. It's like all open. Anyway, so that is filled with this giant worm.
the city wraps around the worm,
Mm-hmm.
A little bit, yeah. It's like
A little bit,
if
yeah.
the
and then
city's
there's like a bubble around the city that keeps the water out. Also,
yeah,
And it goes
yeah,
like
the
up
city's
into
like a
the
big
water, right?
pit
okay,
that's made up of like 12 rings that get smaller and smaller, and then even the last ring is like probably like 100 feet across at the bottom, and that just at the bottom of that there's ocean again, and yeah, there's a big bubble around the outside of the city that protects it. And then yeah, Click just saw that in the center of the city, going from the bottom to the top, and at least that 100 feet across, is uh, this big worm.
gotcha. Okay,
All right. Uh, so so Tenebris, you are going alone to the consulate to extend your visa.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The rats will sort of confer, and Fox will go and go. Is our assistance needed at all in any of your endeavors, or should we regroup at a later time?
Elior didn't mean to ask if the rats knew about the giant worm.
Um,
They knew anything about this place where the poker game's happening.
yeah, Box will go. I'll have to ask Archimedes. This is truly new and fascinating information. I had no, but we learn new things every day about the goings on of the surface world, and this seems unbelievable. Poker, no, I don't think we know too much, but we could try and scout the situation, the location. If you know where it is, we could head out and at least see if it's ways for people to sneak through.
That'd be great. Here's the address. Number one goal is your safety. If there's any concern, get out of there. But if you can
Absolutely.
scope out anything else, that'd be awesome.
Awesome. Yeah, you give the address that Frank gave you, um, and they'll thank you for the place to stay. They say they'll be in touch. Um, and you see Euler walks out with an extra piece of bacon in his hand, and he will fist bump you again on your way out. On his way out, Elior. It's like, Captain, thank you. This rocks. Room service. Do you guys know how to do it? Um, okay. So Tenebris off to the consulate. Everybody else is going to try and see an invisible worm.
Yeah.
Cool. I love it. All right. You all head out. You are on the you are in the third ring, yeah. Because Goblin Fest was on the fourth ring, I think. Or no, you Goblin Fest is on the third ring, but you're staying on the fourth, I think. I think you're on the fourth ring. It doesn't super matter. You're just a little bit further away from the center because of how rings work. But I do think you're on the fourth ring. You make it to the city center. Um, and do you try to get to an area that's a little less crowded? Because there's a lot of, especially at the center, there's a lot of businesses that try and gather a lot of attention. A lot of restaurants and popular shopping places are around here. This would be actually right around there is a part of the ring that is kind of empty. It is where you got into a shootout yesterday, um with the Were Tigers. There's a yoga studio, and a bakery where the
That was
where your
yesterday.
moped was left. Yeah, that was yesterday afternoon, 20 sessions ago.
Yep.
um
Yeah.
Vinyasa with
Fine.
Vanessa. So yeah, that was session 29. So that was only 10 sessions ago. So yeah,
Oh, okay.
you
It's
do
only
see
10.
You do see it is closed for renovations, Vinyasa with Vanessa. They just can't get out the black ethereal goo stuck to the ground that Hadar left when he ate the dead werebear.
Listen, and he's thanking me for it.
They tried
Thank
magical
you.
prestidigitation
Oh
Goo
no,
Gone,
that's not
and it
enough.
still didn't get it out. So they're
Oh
they're
no.
getting new flooring. The bakery's doing well though. They just had a broken window. Um, wow. All right. Um, as you arrive here, yeah, traffic is minimal. It's fairly early in the morning still. Not like early, but probably like 8:30, 9 o'clock. You guys are a ship-shape crew. And you see in front of you this vast ring. I'm really bad with distance because I said 100 feet, and that's a small amount
Mm-hmm.
when I'm trying to think of how far across it is.
Mm-hmm.
So realistically, I think what I intend is more like 50 yards, which is probably like that's like 150 feet, I think. Yeah. So 150 feet across is one, and then I think each one
Isn't a
gets
yard
up.
3 feet?
Yeah. So 50,
So
150.
so 100. So 50 yards.
Oh no,
Yeah,
Pat.
150. Yeah, you're right.
So
No, still
150 on
there.
the first one,
50.
and then it starts going out further and further. But that's about as wide as this thing is. Um, let's say here on the fourth, you're probably about 50 to 100, 50 to 100. You're probably about 100 yards away. I think they probably go about 50 yards each ring of distance to widen out and spread out. Um, and you see across straight ahead. There's no no mass in the middle, nothing obstructing it. There's no off vibe you're getting, Elior. No, or not, no change in vibe, I guess. The city of Rebma itself has a strangeness. It's not quite so oppressive as Solstice Point, but it's odd. Yeah, Tenebris.
Worm have emotion? Elior hear emotion. Worm
Well,
Worm
think?
another dimension?
Worm, it might be another.
Worm is here right now. Is the worm in the room with us?
Also question, yeah. How is Worm here but not here?
Ah,
Like if I threw a rock, would it Worm or not?
It
it's
wouldn't
time.
worm.
Astral worm.
It's
Not
time for an
worm.
explanation on the
I
It
plane
would
from a
not
I
character.
worm.
really I
Played
really,
up.
really
Okay.
I love this idea of Click speaking up, and then I'm like, okay, I'm like, no, let's just, and then yeah, like begrudgingly walking to the center of town and be like, it's just you guys have all been here for at least a week, if not longer, in some cases. And be like, yeah, that's the center of
Yeah,
town,
but
Click.
I'm
Like,
gonna
no, there's a huge worm in the middle.
I'm gonna see invisibility right here. Yeah.
Um, interesting stuff. Yeah, aside from like way off in the distance, you
Mhm.
probably count six maybe drones just vague, like they're in normal mode, they're doing nothing. Um, and then yeah, this like vine in the center of the city, probably yeah, every 2 to 3 rings, like a three chain sort of come out, and they sort of come in different patterns. So like if you were to look up from the bottom or top, they're definitely like in a bit of a ring holding it in specifics. Um and yeah,
Is
they kind of
there
go into these large sort of leather bands that wrap around each one themselves, probably uh again, distance, probably about 50 feet wide, each band that gets attached to it.
is there anything on the material plane that would suggest that there is like any
Make
like
an investigation check.
thank you. 16. Don't
You-
do I get maybe like inspiration for seeing the worm? Or like I don't know.
I,
Worm inspiration.
We're inspiration?
Do not. No, no, no.
I could inspire you if you want more.
so I was 16 is not bad. What is there something specifically you're looking for, or you're just looking to see if there's something on the material plane that
No, I'm looking specifically like on the inside of the ring, like
with the
where
chains?
the bindings would connect. Like that
With the 16,
specifically. Like
you are able to track that, and you kind of are taking a look with how the chains are set up. The fourth ring is where some of the bindings are set.
oh, I read that book. It's pretty good. Dragons and stuff. Um sorry. So I'm gonna lead them to like there if I can get them to like a close enough place where I can like point out and be like, there's something.
You to it, so it's deeper into the city. It sort of branches out above the buildings, going into the bedrock at the back of the ring, sort of closer to where the stairs are. Um, do you bring the group back there?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Getting back there,
As close as I can get
um,
without also like noticing people being weird and watching us
uh,
weird too.
yeah, no one so much seems to be taking any particular interest. Um, you get to the back wall, and you see invisibility. Hold up.
I think it's only a minute. Could be 10 though.
I think it might be 10.
An hour.
Oh, there you go. That'll help you. Okay.
Terrifying. At what point do we start seeing Tenebris's hair again?
But she hasn't
You-
come with you.
You
Just
can't
clipping through the
because
map.
No, but I
it's-
imagine it goes like through buildings, like to the point where at some point it's just like, oh, there she is. She's over there somewhere.
Yeah, but you also bureaucracy. Tenebris is very
Dims the hair.
in. Please protect me.
Uh
Fair enough.
you've got berets of the void that sort of clip your hair into other dimensions to be like, hang on, I need to be locked down. Um,
I'm locking in here real quick.
you get to the back wall, and you see where the chain goes into it, and it goes through it. Specifically, one link is half out, and it goes in. Let me look at the spell.
Sorry, guys. This probably looks crazy, but I'm gonna like start looking. Are there like any like doors nearby, or like any like if I press this, it'll open funny.
So this sort of ghostly chain goes into this rock, and it genuinely, like where this is, the back wall doesn't have a lot of stuff. There's not like buildings that are built into the wall. That another quarter turn around the ring is where the stairway would be to get up to the fifth ring. And at first it does look like it just sort of goes on, which it does. You definitely kind of looking around it is going into that wall the way that this sort of planar binding is working. But you can tell a portion of the top, like the ceiling going into the fifth ring, and part of the top of the wall. And it's only notable because it seems to make almost a perfect circle of slightly different colored earth. Like it had been moved or replaced or magically put there after something had been taken out.
From
I
beyond
okay.
time and space, would you answer the question as to whether the buildings look like they have been built as to not touch the chain? Like, does the city architect know that the chains are there?
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
this is not the even though it's ethereal, The chain does not pass through any physical architecture in the city.
Okay, maybe I'm just tired. Okay, so there's like dirt on the fifth ring
So
that like
just to
looks
be, yeah, it
fresh
looks like
or
on the ceiling
yeah.
here and the wall, it's not fresh, but you can tell it's like with your 16 investigation, you can tell like everything else is one kind of rock and dirt that has been pressed, and it's just enough different. It's the blueprints clue of like when I get explosives or something, that's the way to the tunnel. To be fair here, it probably is more that is where just the chain binding is held within the rock, and because it's on a different plane, it doesn't have to be physically out here, but something was probably done physically to get there to lay the spells to do it. If it's something you wanted to do, it is there. You would estimate 3 here in every 3 rings, so first 4 7 10, there are 12 different locations just like this one around the city, that you would have to tamper with if you wanted to affect it at this base level.
Uh, so we can fairly assume that this thing was designed into the city if Click relays that to us.
Yeah, so at this point, I think you guys have been following her around silently enough, long enough, and I super appreciate your loyalty at this point after my freak out guilt trip. Thank you. And I will so this is where they keep the chains. This is where they anchor it to the city. I don't know if this is where maybe they harness its power or whatever, but there's math 12 of them. I think I'm calculating 12 that we would have to deal with if we wanted to do anything about this. But not having any access to talk to the worm at all, I am
I was
hesitant.
well,
But
I
like,
I was gonna try to call it with the brain stuff.
with the brain stuff.
Is the worm's head at the top or at the bottom?
That's the thing about a worm. I don't think it has a head. I don't know.
Good question, though.
How does it eat? Most animals have a head of some kind.
I built a mechanical pet. I don't know.
Is there a head on the worm?
Can we get a head on the worm,
So
please,
Click,
Pat?
you can still see, and that is an interesting question. Huh. This can be fun. How's this gonna work? So
Flip a
Click,
coin.
you can
Sure.
tell.
Worm, is this like earthworm, like segmented earthworm, or like what kind of a worm are we
Y.
dealing?
Worm with a Y.
Oh,
think
like
we
a
covered it last time.
Yeah, WYRM.
like more of a lizardy, dragony type of worm.
Lizard, yeah.
Yeah, almost if
Okay.
those had a weird abomination mix. This is I think that the term would be great worm in lore of
Okay.
dragon related worm like, but yeah, to the point, things eat and have heads. um Click, you can see it does seem that one end does go all the way down to the first ring, and it does seem to dissipate there. You can tell it almost seems to flare out near the end without being on the
Ben?
first ring to investigate. It's tough to tell what exactly, but you do know that Levi saw not this worm, but saw a ship at the very bottom
Right,
of this, in a Cephalo ship,
Cephalo ship.
that it almost looks just like a Rorschach
Wait,
ink
did
blot
he see at the bottom of the rings?
at the bottom of the
Yeah.
rings.
I thought that was in the bottom of some sort of fountain somewhere.
Yeah,
No,
me
that was ring one. Like,
Oh, so what you're saying is there's a ship and then there's a worm on top of it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ah. Well, that changes things a little bit.
for those
the
who
worm is tied to the city, though.
Mhm.
It is. But yes, the ship is directly underneath the worm. The top part is tough to tell. It does look like it trails off to the very top of the bubble. Past the way the rings work, the 12th ring is the top of the city, and then there's probably another few hundred feet that just go up to the dome, and the worm sort of trails off to a point there. So I would say I don't know what Click understands of anatomy and worms, but one end sort of looks a little pointy and one end sort of looks a little flared. Um, and you can
I
share that
think that's the
information
top part.
with whoever and however you would like to.
And a point to the pointy end. I think that's the top part.
We could try to get close to it, but it's a big psychic worm. I'm not well, not psychic, but it's a big god worm. I'm not even sure.
Can your psychic telepathicness, my good sir, go between the planes?
Well, the scientific answer to that is I don't fucking know.
okay.
But I figured it's worth a shot.
Okay. Do you want me to draw a picture? Will that help?
God, yes.
I'd like a picture.
Oh, okay.
I
I'll draw
just
you
drew
a
one.
picture.
You should draw one too.
Okay. All right. I have a purple marker that I keep behind my ear, probably at all times, and it looks like this, kind of like a witch's hat. God damn it! I can't.
All right.
Yep. And it has, I think, spots like this. And it's like slimy.
Oh, all right.
Does that help?
Whew. Yeah, I mean, it might.
That's what I see.
Bjorn is just gonna
But it's
close his
really
eye.
big.
Oh dear.
That's the worm that I drew.
That
on
was the
top
worm
of the
I was
ship.
Oh, I like
imagining.
yours better.
I'm not sure how
Why
veiny
is
the
that
worm
pointy
is. But...
though? What end was pointy?
Yeah.
Pat?
Okay. So it's
Top
pretty.
part.
I'll draw something. Okay.
I
Top
got
part.
really distracted by the flared
There you go.
base, and
Yeah.
which does it? How does that head work?
What that head do?
Did I make this any more
Like
phallic?
this.
I want to be very clear about something in our canon
Like
that you
this.
never.
Like this.
Oh.
Oh,
There
that's
you
a.
go. I think
oh
that's
dear.
that's kind of, yeah. We're done.
You know, if you're brave enough, anything can work.
I just want it to be known in the canon that we had no hand in making, that Rognall has nothing to do with this worm and would never.
But respects a flared base, I imagine.
Oh, absolutely thrilled at the flared base requirement. But I'm sorry, Pat.
Oh man.
Hey.
So yeah, Bjorn's gonna close his eyes and just go. I'm trying to place a flaming pigeon collect call here to a big worm. Could I get any help here?
I wonder what its name is. It's
There's-
big and purple.
There's a little bit of pause. He goes, I really must say, while I approve of the direction of your general actions, things have gotten weirder with this group.
I agree. There's been a little bit less murder and a little bit more caring about all kinds of entities. So that's a nice change of base from where I normally take you.
It's definitely conflicting. Okay, big worm. Do you have an opening message?
Greetings, we are visitors. We mean you no harm. Who and what are you? I guess we could start with that.
I'll make it sound professional.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like you two might be associates.
I take that a little personally.
Well, the early bird gets the worm.
When you find yourself in a hole, Bjorn, stop digging. Um, you, I'll say something will happen here. I like the direction of this. Roll an Arcana check for me.
All right. Please be good.
With advantage because of my amazing drawing.
I'm going to be burning my inspiration because that is a 9.
Advantage because he's still got weird teleporting through the voidness.
Any chance I could get bardic inspiration too, right?
Yes. You have a D8, I think. Yes.
Okay. That's only mediocre still. That's a 16.
Okay. Um, Penatax relays your message. As if you almost this ethereal party line starts up, and you you feel your message with all the snark that Penatax gave you. Your words come through, um, and almost this prompting to sort of speak through them, if need be. And you can feel this pause, this waiting. Click, it's probably odd for you because this thing, there's this general sort of movement to it, nothing violent or anything, just a sort of shifting, and then you do see this sort of twitch. It's only the first couple rings, but being on the fourth, looking here at it, there is this sort of move. I won't pretend to have the voice effects to do it, but if we were on a podcast, this would be a great part. All sort of like whispers kind of come through with it. But this sort of very croaky voice, one that has not been used in decades, even psychically, it gives the impression it's not used to even forming words to itself often in monologues any longer. Such an interesting complication. What purpose do you serve?
It wants to know what purpose we serve.
To help the city?
I wanted to help it.
We want to understand who you are. Our interests were our interests are for the good of the many, including those who unknowingly inhabit this city with you.
I am Rebma.
What?
Oh.
Sorry, Lissa, you were not here for the lore creation.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
I don't know if I fully get it. You all seem to be smarter than me right now. It is the planet?
No,
Yeah.
Rebma is the under the city, not in the sea.
Right.
City.
It's the name
Yeah.
of the city.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, yeah.
It is the
Worm,
city.
same name. Is it easier if I stop using grammar?
It is somehow.
It is. I work with 4 and 5. So we
Okay,
don't use
good.
grammar frequently.
Okay. I've lost it, sorry.
Rebma, Rebma.
Rebma.
Like the city we're in.
Like the
Yeah,
city.
I've been doing red like the color.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It wasn't
Ah,
until
been
just
doing
there that I heard the B.
Reg.
The whole time I thought it was Rugma, like Rugma.
Oh,
I
yeah.
looked at your thing that says what session we're on because I can't spell.
Oh, good. That would be smart.
Yeah. R
Wait, is
I didn't
Foundry
even
up? I
try.
went to all of my links and nothing worked. So I just
You
assumed
fully
Foundry
cheated.
wasn't
Oh
working.
yeah, it is.
Oh,
Fully
and
cheated.
Sherry.
and he goes, I I have I have been here since its creation. It is a reflection of me.
Bjorn is relaying this to the group with an increasingly confused look on his face of like, what the fuck?
Are they in pain?
That's a great question.
Are they okay? Like, what's happening?
Are you in pain?
Not in the physical sense.
Okay,
No.
well, on this crew, we do care about the social emotional feelings
Yeah,
as
like,
well.
are you
Add
like
distress to
lonely?
your pain
Like, are
scale.
there other of your kind? Like, what's? I feel so bad. Like, I just wanted to be with its peoples or worms. I wanted to be with its wormies.
There's one among us who's greatly concerned for
Thank
your
you.
well-being. We would like to come to understand how you came to be here and what your condition is. Bjorn's gonna like half pop out of the channel like kind of a mom taking a phone off her head. I am being so polite to this worm right now. You have no idea how
I
hard
so
it is
appreciate you.
to not be flippant.
Have you all gone back to the center of the ring?
I thought we were
I
hanging out
thought
at
we
the edge of.
went. I thought we went to the outside of the
You're
ring to
you
see the binding, and then we went back to the
Oh, okay, we're at the center.
center to yeah.
Works for me.
Talk to the
I didn't know
worms.
if you that was the thing. I didn't know if you came back from the binding or
Yeah.
if you were still outside.
I thought we were still. I thought we moved. We went back and then forth, and now we're back in the middle.
Um yeah, sorry. We go. Mm, this is not an easy place, an easy manner to exist. I appreciate your companion's concern. Their kindness would be some of the first I've experienced in a long time. And perhaps it is not all in itself undeserved. Chains are not often forged for kind and caring folk.
What
Who are
would?
you?
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I've answered a few questions. Who are you to be so powerful to speak with me?
I am like you in chains. My chains are the constant eyes of a watcher who also is within me and without me. Uh, a being of great power, that of Penatax, the sun of an entire system.
Phoenix.
Yes.
We are more alike than I assumed. Though I would not deign to put myself in the realms of one so powerful as Penatax.
Bjorn in a private call like, don't let it go to your big solar head.
Praise is nice once in a while, that's all I'm saying.
Um, who brought you here? Is it the people of the city?
No,
What about the
it was a
ship?
quasar. Are you familiar with the term?
It's a kind of nebula or something, right?
Hmm. You're not wrong. That is occasionally the definition. There are those who hold the power to destroy beings, such as your Penatax. Few have been successful, but any who are holding that power, there's some more I won't bore you with, but quasars are unique. Think of them as perhaps a galactic knight. I was given a choice: support a society and live out my time, or meet my end. You can see what I decided.
Why did they target you?
I'm not sure what the current galactic laws are on statutes of limitations, but I would prefer to keep my secrets to myself.
So, needless to say, you were not claiming innocence of your crimes.
I think what I did was necessary, but I see why he felt the need to step in.
Whew. Um, I do not believe that we small travelers could break your chains today. Few mortals could ever acquire such power, I imagine. Is there anything we could do to make your experience more comfortable?
This is the best day of my life.
You are well protected, my friend. Penatax watches you well, it seems. Your mind is a fortress.
I would advise you not to go digging through there.
Hmm.
I haven't cleaned it up in ages.
There's no porn.
To some, a word of warning. Defenses such as those are, they're scary enough to keep smart folks away. But they're a little obvious. You may find yourself with someone with a little less to lose than myself. It gets a little too curious.
Ooh.
What do you have left to lose?
Can you make my stay any more comfortable? Hmm. Sure, if you're in the giving mood. My initial purpose was to provide a safe haven for those that could not survive on the surface world of this planet. Sort of my penance for making the surface world of this planet less livable for some of those folks. I provide this shelter, this bubble. And do not concern yourself with it going away. It is something, while it is within my power, it is not of my power to end. These folks have nothing to worry about from me.
Whew.
These
Beyond.
shackles, dimensional, shall not allow me to move. Sorry, go ahead.
Mm-mm. Go on. You wanna?
But a side effect. Oh, sorry. If you are going to talk, go ahead.
Well, no,
I'm
go.
sorry.
I'm done now.
Because, but a side effect. Something of my power. You may be familiar with before drives were so abundant, wormholes were used more often than not to travel across the galaxy.
Lunar.
Unfortunately, I possess such powers, and in my incapacitated state, it is not common and would not be something on my mind if it was not currently being used. There is a ship using me as a wormhole to skip between here and the Feywild. I do not believe many are even aware of my presence, less aware of the ability to use it as a wormhole. I trust your kindness in reaching out. This information will not pass you. But if you are looking to aid in a creature's long imprisonment, that, my friend, would certainly be appreciated, and I could think of a way or two I could assist.
You want us to help get the ship out of you and make it not happen again.
If at all possible, but you are the ones who asked. I would hold no ill will if it wasn't something you could achieve.
I'll see what that's a big one, but I'll see what I can do. Click, yeah. What's up?
Can you please ask Rebma how long he's been trapped down there?
How long have you been trapped?
Oh, that's difficult. Let's see. Sigil defeated Morsov, and then I think, what was that? That was back during the resonance. I think that was just an age or two ago. Yes, I mean, the resonance, and then that whole Mothman business. Oh, I'm not sure if you actually recall that.
I mean, I wasn't there for it. It's not my story to tell. Duly noted. We'll see what we can do.
Yeah, when was the cybernetic war on this planet again? Can you remind me?
Like recently, right?
That was fairly recent.
Okay. Oh, it doesn't match up with that time frame.
No,
Okay.
no, this guy's been here for a bit.
All right. Yeah, we'll see what we can do about the spaceship. I can't make any promises. Click L Vex. Anything else you want to ask him?
I had not asked the mechanics of this earlier. If Elior can even hear what's going on right now.
I kind of figured I was just relaying it.
Oh,
Oh yeah, I
Elior.
was hoping that. Sorry, I guess I should have asked.
No, that's right.
Sorry.
Elior is going to ponder for a moment. And if I'm understanding correctly, the worm does not want to be chained up, but it made the city. Like it helped to make the city.
Yeah,
It was. Go ahead.
from what you get, the worm is named Rebma, and the bubble that allows this city to exist comes from Rebma's power.
I don't think Elior has any questions because most of what I'd have to say would be logistics. Like, I'd love to help the worm. We just have to have time to help the worm.
Yeah. Now having a better idea of like what would help the worm, we can like go back and strategize. But I'm good with talking to the worm.
Oh, okay.
I did most of my talking through Bjorn. Sorry.
Oh, it's all right. Elior is just going to say that we can talk about it later then.
Mhm. Venkara, anything you want to ask Thor?
Um,
All right.
Rugma, can you see the world? Like, can you see what the people are doing in your city? Can you see outside of the
I
astral?
It is mostly shadows, but yes, I see the entire city as if it was a part of me.
All right. We have some credits. I'm gonna pay for them to maybe put a TV somewhere where you can see, and it kind of shows you particularly like soap operas. Did they have TV back in your day?
Uh,
It's like moving pictures.
yes, I'm familiar with TV. There was this
Droid,
program,
droid race.
Droid Race.
Oh, so
Yes,
good.
I would be interested in Droid Race. I believe season, oh, it was maybe 6005 was the last I saw. You all would know the most recent winner, Ms. Boobs, was in season
Miss Boobs.
42169. So it has had quite the run since this worm last saw Droid
You
Miss
have
Race.
a lot of binging to do.
Yeah, Miss Boobs, of course, is spelled 80085.
Of course.
um yeah, we'll say I heard there was something that had to do with the divine silence as well. I would be interested there. Uh, two two favors. You would not find yourselves poorly rewarded if you could even even return one of those things.
Uh, let's try to get the hernia out of you, but I'll do my best with that. But the TV should be very doable. One last thing: do you want others to seek you out, or would you prefer solitude?
I think I'll be careful what I wish for and appreciate the occasional touch in.
Your secret remains safe with us, then. All right. I don't really know what you're supposed to say to a gigantic interdimensional being, so see. Well, I won't see you. Sense you later.
um, I three things because I just looked at the time. One, when he said quasar, not all of you maybe. I will throw this to you to decide if your characters are familiar with the term or not, and how you decide you want to react to it. Specifically, quasar is a creature in possession of a shard of Baitnav. Um,
Oh.
and Lissa, I'm just very wary of sending you homework for D&D, because that seems like the antithesis of fun. But I will send you a sheet of what some of this information is. But one of
yeah,
those
that'd be
big
great.
sun-like creatures was killed one time, and then all of its all wow. There we go. Its body turned into splinters, and it's very powerful. And this crew happens to have one of those splinters on their ship. But that's a big secret, and people don't know about that. But people who have one of those splinters are referred to as quasars because they have the power to kill more of those creatures. So
Okay.
you have a very small version of it, but who knows? At least a creature this size, if you got on your bad side, you could maybe put up your dukes. Um, so there's that. I will say, yeah, you wrap up your conversation with the worm, Tenebris. you get to the consulate here, and there is a very old goblin woman prepared to handle your inquiry. But I realize it is 10:30 at night, and nobody, unless I understand actually you aren't in this time zone, so you might.
I am
But
not in the time zone, but we could start next session off. We could ease in with some bureaucracy. I
ease
don't
in with
mind
some
that.
bureaucracy,
Yeah,
I think
let
would
everybody
be,
else's
yeah,
brains catch up.
I think that would
And
be the best deal.
Get all my smarts out in the beginning. I'm happy to do that.
But yes, Pat, do let us know how much money to dangle an LED screen TV
Yeah.
from like the
Yeah.
ceiling of Rugma.
Also-
Before, as you guys like walk away, I'm gonna be the last person to leave, and I'm just gonna like reach out and see if I can like put my hand up to the worm because I
Oh,
feel like it's lonely. All right,
I love this idea because
I know it
I can
can't
see
really
it.
feel me or see
So
me or
it's
whatever, but
Little.
it's gonna
it's
sense me or something.
I like so see this in like the because I like this game so much. I always see it as the animated show that would be made. And like, yeah, you reach out and you put your hand up against it, and then the thing pans out, and like one, it is very huge, but also in a different plane and still kind of far away from where you are. But like, it's a nice little like it gets the gesture. Um, and yeah, then that will be where we go ahead and end the session for the night.
Also thrilled to have another reason to kill the director. Oh my god, love it. Thank you. This is the best.
Absolutely.
we'll love
Yeah,
more
breadcrumb stuff.
motivation to kill the director.
Incredible. I'm gonna end up with the most delicious laundry list. And then I'm gonna have to go meet this
And
fucker
then
and
you
do
go
more
meet,
bureaucracy on the
and then
first meeting. It's
don't
fine.
worry, the Fae aren't anything like bureaucracy, so you're good. They don't
Oh
do
no, they're
contracts or
worse.
truth or anything like that.
Oh,
Ryan,
they're
can you
worse.
adjust a bit? I can't see it very well on you
Yeah,
because your
can
name
you-
tags over it.
I'm
Oh.
trying to get a good fit of it, but yeah, I worried it would be a little ostentatious. I think I was wrong. It's very nice.
Wow.
I love
No,
it.
it's perfect.
That's awesome.
Thank you. So Elior was quiet tonight because Ryan was tired, but so many feelings. Also,
Sorry.
I think no, I hope that you're okay. I didn't know if I upset you or if the crew upset you or if it was a combination of both.
I'm fine.
Oh, okay. All right. I was concerned it was I wanted to confirm before we
Oh,
hung up. That was
Clint's
it.
weird. It's just is what it is.
No, it's good. But poor
Also,
Elior wants everyone
The
to be
most
happy.
she's talked the entire campaign.
again, the first captain died a week ago. So if
Yeah.
people are a little emotional, they can
People are a little emotional, and some of us don't know how to just be like, I'm in charge yet.
Aurora does apparently.
Oh
Oh boy.
I didn't. You were not in that chat. So, Pat, because you didn't hear. In Rogue Trader, the whole thing is you have to go up against this chaos cult, the cult of the Final Dawn. It's awful. You have to fight